students, welcome to Tutorati. I am Nayanika and you are studying English with me. So in the last class we had done subject verb agreement, which is concord. Now we'll move on to change the voice. Alright. Now first of all, I would like to inform you that this is a topic which you had done in your 8th as well as 9th standard. Okay. So this you can treat it as just a revision of that. However, this topic is very easy. You need to remember only a few simple rules. So first of all, in change the voice, we'll understand which are the two types of voices. First one, we call it active voice, and the second one we call it passive voice. Now can you tell me, you have already done this, so you need to understand what is the difference between active and passive voice. Think. How do you distinguish between active voice and passive voice? A lot of students say that they take an example. So for example, if I say Ram writes a letter, in passive voice it will be a letter is written by Ram. So a lot of students say that the difference between active voice and passive voice is that active voice if there is no by in the sentence, and passive voice if there is a by in the sentence. Active voice will be Ram writes a letter, passive voice a letter is written by Ram. Okay. So according to this rule, let us take a sentence. India won the World Cup by defeating Sri Lanka. Okay. India won the World Cup by defeating. So there is a by in the sentence. So it is passive voice, right? This is the theory that many students use, but please remember that this theory is absolutely wrong. It is incorrect. Okay, this is a very big misconception. Alright, that active voice if there is no by and passive voice if there is a by, because सुनने में ऐसा ही लगता है ना, Ram writes a letter is written by Ram, by नहीं है तो active, by है तो passive. However, this theory is wrong. In this statement, India won the World Cup by defeating Sri Lanka. Just because there is a by, you can't call it passive. So then, how do you distinguish? कैसे पता चलेगा that this is active or passive? ये theory तो हम use नहीं कर सकते. So now which theory do we use? Let's see. Ram writes a letter. Now, we can't use the theory by nahi hai to active, by hai to passive. That might be true for some situations, but not always. You will get it wrong if you use it always. So now, what do you need to check? Yeah, in the previous session, I had taught you how to identify the subject of the sentence in subject verb agreement. Subject means the person or the thing we are mainly talking about. So in this statement, it's Ram writes a letter. Who are we talking about? We are talking about Ram as a person. Alright, so Ram is the subject of the sentence. Now identify the verb. Subject verb agreement में हमने किया था. Which is the verb? The verb is writes. Alright, the action is writes. Alright, now how do you identify? Let's see. Ram writes a letter. Action is writes. Is the subject the doer of the action? The subject Ram, is he doing the action? Yes. If your answer is yes, ask the question, is the subject the doer of the action? Is Ram writing the letter? Yes. So it is active voice. If the subject of the doer of the action, it is active voice. Now let's see. A letter is written by Ram. Which is the subject of the sentence, students? It is clearly a letter. हम यहाँ पे a letter के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Which is the action? Written. Is the subject the doer of the action? Is the letter doing the action? No. The letter is not doing the action. Here the subject is not the doer of the action. So it is passive voice. Alright. So this is how you identify. There is only one rule to identify. By वाला rule use नहीं करना है. You need to ask the question, is the subject doing the action? Subject जो है क्या वो action कर रहा है? If it is yes, it is active voice. If it is no, then it is passive voice. Alright. For example, Leela rejects the proposal. Now since Ram has written the letter, Leela rejects the proposal. Alright. The subject of the sentence is Leela. Alright. The action is rejects. Is the subject the doer of the action? Think. Is Leela rejecting the proposal? Yes, Leela is rejecting. The subject is the doer of the action, hence it is active voice. Now, if we say the proposal is rejected by Leela, which is the subject now? Leela is not the subject now. Now the subject becomes the proposal, alright, which is the proposal is rejected by Leela. The proposal is rejecting something. Is the proposal doing this action? No, Leela is doing the action. The subject is not the doer of the verb, so it is passive voice. Alright. So now since you know the actual distinction between how to identify active and passive voice, please tell me the answer to this. India won the World Cup by defeating Sri Lanka. Don't use the by rule. Think. Which is the subject of the sentence? Of course it is India. We are talking about India. Which are the verbs? Won and defeating. Okay, won and defeated. Is India winning and India defeating? Yes, India is winning and India is defeating. The subject is the doer of the action, hence it is active voice. Alright. So now as you have learned the distinction between active and passive voice, let us move on to how to change from active to passive. Only understanding ye active hai, ye passive hai is not going to do you any good in your exams. You need to convert from active to passive. So let's follow the rules. First one, for example, he eats the cake. Alright. So first identify the subject of the sentence. Definitely it is he. Which is the verb? Eats. Is the subject the doer of the action? Yes, he is the doer of the action and hence it is active voice. The subject is the doer of the action and hence it is active voice. Now if you have to start with the cake, okay, in passive voice, what will you say? Think. Which of the following options? The cake was eaten by him, the cake is being eaten by him, or the cake is eaten by him? Think, students. If you look at the first one, the cake was eaten by him. ये सुनने में this is correct. अगर मैंने आपको ये दो options नहीं दिया होता तो you would have said yes ma'am, this is correct. He eats the cake was eaten by him. But remember students, the first one is wrong. Why? In the first one, he eats the cake. What happens is he eats. It is in present tense. वो खा रहा है ना? It is in present tense. And your answer, the cake was eaten by him, goes on to the past tense. So the tense has to remain the same. Okay, you can't. Your question is in the present tense. Your answer cannot be in the past tense, students. All right. Hence, the first one is incorrect. Let's look at the second one. The cake is being eaten by him. The question eats is in the simple present tense and this is in the present continuous tense. Alright, hence we eliminate this as well. Third one, the cake is eaten by him. Yes. The question is in the simple present tense and your answer is also in the simple present tense. So students, you need to take care about the tense of your question. Alright. Now this might seem very difficult for you because it's not always that we keep the tense in mind, right? So for that, to make it easier for you, we have a set of rules of how to convert active to passive. Okay. For example, now let's see. हमने क्या लिया था? He eats the cake. So whenever you want to convert from active to passive, the first and foremost rule is identify the subject and the object. Subject means हम किसके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. Alright. So identify the subject and the object. He is the subject and the cake is the object. Okay. The first rule is you just need to swap the subject and the object. You just interchange their places. Alright. When you interchange their places, the subject will take the object form. He will change to him. Alright. Now why he changes to him? Because हम ऐसा नहीं बोलते हैं ना, the cake was eaten by he. We say the cake was eaten by him. So when he goes to the object form, it will change to him. Alright, so any pronoun when it changes from subject to object, it will change its form as follows. If there is an I, when you put it in the object, it will become me. You remains you, he becomes him, she becomes her, we becomes us, and they becomes them. So students, you need to remember this, alright. Now let's see. He and the cake, we have interchanged their position. Just swap it. Second rule, check the tense of the question. Eats, it is in the present tense, alright. If it is in the present tense, you will put is. If it is in the if it is in the past tense, you will put was, and if it is in the future tense, you will put will. Alright. So eats is in the present tense. So hence we put is. That is called put to be in the correct tense. So present tense में हम is use करेंगे. Alright. The third step, use the past participle of the verb. Now you need to understand the difference between past tense and past participle. Alright. For example, the past tense of write is wrote. The past participle is written. Similarly, the past tense of eat is ate, and the past participle is eaten. You need to use not the past tense but the past participle. Eat ka past participle, the third form of the verb is eaten, as the past participle eaten. And the last step is just add the preposition by in the sentence. Alright. Now our answer is ready. The cake is eaten by him. So these are the 4 simple rules that you need to follow in case of subject verb agreement. First of all, swap the subject and the object. Add to be. To be means is, was, am, will be, were, all these things. Add to be in the correct tense. Third, add past participle, and lastly add the preposition. Alright. Now let's see the changes. First one, I write a letter. This, as you can see, is in the simple present tense. I write a letter. In passive voice, what do we need to do? First, we'll swap the subject and the object. I and a letter ko swap kar denge. So, I will change to me and a letter will become the subject. Alright, swap the subject and the object. Second, what we are going to do, add to be in the correct tense. Write is in which tense, students? Write is in the present tense. So, हम क्या लगाएंगे? A letter is. Third, add past participle. Write का past tense is wrote and past participle is written. So, a letter is written, and the last step we'll add the preposition by, and hence our answer is a letter is written by me. Alright. Now we look at the second one. I wrote a letter. A letter was written by me. Why? I and a letter को हमने swap किया. A letter, this became me. Wrote is in the past tense, so we added was. Write का past participle is written, and we added by. A letter is written by me. I will write a letter. A letter will be written by me. We swapped the subject and the object first rule. I and the letter हमने swap किया. I became me. Second step, tense, will write, future tense है तो हमने will लगा दिया. Okay, sorry, will be लगा दिया. Third, we added the past participle written, and the fourth step we added the preposition by. Alright. Moving on to the next one. I have written a letter. So you think of the answer, swap the subject and the object. A letter पहले आ जाएगा. I will become me. Have written, present perfect में है. Have written तो हम लोग क्या लिखेंगे? A letter. Think students, I have written a letter. A letter has been written by me. Next one, past perfect. I had written a letter. यहाँ पे था have written a letter. A letter has been written by me. I had written a letter. A letter had been written by me. Future perfect. I will have written a letter. So the answer would be a letter will have been written by me. Okay, just follow these 4 rules and you will always get the answer correct. Last one. I am writing a letter. Present continuous. I am writing a letter. A letter is being written by me. Similarly, past continuous. I was writing a letter. A letter was being written by me. Alright, students. So, I hope you have understood how to convert from active to passive. Okay. First, swap the subject and the object. Second, add to be in the correct tense. Tense dekho, add is, was or will be. Third, add the past participle, and the last step is add the preposition by. Okay. So, now when you have started understanding this, you might say that, ma'am, what about sentences which do not conform to these structures? Alright, it is not that all sentence will be he eats a cake, he writes a letter, ऐसे सारे sentences तो नहीं होंगे. There might be questions, there might be orders, there might be something else. So, what about those questions? Alright, so now we have a set of rules. The first one is imperative sentences. So, students, what do we mean by imperative sentences? They are command. When you command someone, okay, जब आप order देते हो, or you request someone, alright, when you say please, or when you give advice to someone. For example, it starts with a verb, shut the door. हम order करते हैं ना, shut the door, open your books. Any sentence which begins with a verb. So, as you can see here, directly we are starting with the verb. इसमें कोई सब्जेक्ट है ही नहीं. यूजुअली वी से ना ही ईट्स द केक, ही सब्जेक्ट है, उसके बाद ईट्स वर्ब आता है. इसमें डायरेक्टली वी स्टार्ट विद द वर्ब, शट द डोर और ओपन योर बुक्स. तो इस केस में हम क्या करेंगे? सो लेट्स लुक एट एन एग्जांपल. सॉल्व द सम. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज एन ऑर्डर, सॉल्व द सम. वी आर डायरेक्टली बिगिनिंग विद द वर्ब. ऑलराइट, सो हमारा रूल क्या था? स्वैप द सब्जेक्ट एंड द ऑब्जेक्ट. अब इसमें तो सब्जेक्ट है ही नहीं, सो विच वन विल बी स्वैप नाउ? सो वी कैनॉट यूज दैट ट्रेडिशनल रूल, राइट? दैट रूल इज ओनली फॉर ट्रेडिशनल sentences, conventional form. Now, if it is an imperative sentence, if it is an order, command, request or advice, now this is an order, solve the sum. Subject है ही नहीं तो आप swap कैसे कर सकते हो? So, for this we have a structure for the answer. Your answer should be in this structure. Let plus object plus be plus past participle. You just follow this rule and you will get your answer done. So, first it is let. तो subject हमारे पास है नहीं. Alright. So, we'll directly write let. यहाँ पे let है तो let's write let here. Let के बाद क्या है? Object. Let plus object. इसमें subject नहीं है but object तो है. Object is the sum. Alright. So, let plus object हम क्या लिखेंगे? Let the sum. उसके बाद क्या है? Plus be. So, we will just write be. Let the sum be. And plus past participle. Solve का past participle क्या होता है? Solved. So, your answer is let the sum be solved. Alright. So, this is the case for imperative questions. Let's take another example, students, to understand better. Give me the chocolate. Okay. Now, as you can see, again this is an order. Alright, or you might treat it as a request as well. Give me the chocolate. It is just starting with the verb give. So, what will I do? I will just follow this structure. सबसे पहले हम क्या लिखेंगे? Let plus object. Which is the object? The chocolate. Okay. Then we'll write be directly because it's there in the structure. And lastly, we'll add the past participle. Give का past participle क्या होता है? Mind you, give का past tense is gave, past participle is given. Let the chocolate be given. And lastly, यहाँ पे me है ना, give me the chocolate. मैंने बताया है कि मुझे देना है. So, we will add let the chocolate be given to me. So, this, students, is the case for imperative sentences. This is the structure of your answer. Let plus object plus be plus past participle. We move on to the next one. Sentences with modal auxiliaries. Now you have already done this in 9th standard as to what are modal auxiliaries. Modal auxiliaries are can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, dare not, need not, ought to. All these are modal auxiliaries. Okay. So in any sentence, if you have a modal auxiliary such as can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must, then you need to remember a rule that if there is a modal auxiliary in the question, use the same modal auxiliary in the answer. अगर सेंटेंस में can है तो आपके आंसर में भी can होना चाहिए. Please do not confuse this with reported speech where you have learnt that can changes to could, will changes to would. That is in the case of reported speech, which is direct and indirect speech. In case of active voice and passive voice, when you change from active to passive, you do not change the modal auxiliary, students. Please remember that. If you use a modal auxiliary in the question, in the passive voice, the same modal auxiliary in the same form should be used. For example, I can play the guitar. Okay, so the modal auxiliary used here is can. So I will use the same modal auxiliary in the answer as well. Okay. So now we'll follow our traditional rule. First step, swap the subject and the object. The guitar is the object, I is the subject. So I will go here, the guitar will go here. I को हम जब object में करेंगे, so I will change to me. Okay, so the guitar. Second, add to be in the correct tense. तो यहाँ पे to be का मतलब can है, can को हम can ही रखेंगे. The guitar can. Third step, add the past participle of the verb. The guitar can be played. And last में add by. So our answer is the guitar can be played by me. Alright students, so please remember that if there is a modal auxiliary in the question, you have to use the same modal auxiliary in the answer. Can है तो हम उसको can ही रखेंगे. Alright. Next one. Now students, this is the most difficult part and the most important part as well. Sentences with prepositional verbs. Alright. Now why is this difficult to remember? Because इसमें अगर आप गलती करते हो तो आपको पता नहीं चलेगा. Alright. क्यों पता नहीं चलेगा? Because अगर आप गलती करते भी हो, the sentence will sound correct to your ears. Now what are prepositional verbs? Prep verbs हम किसको बोलते हैं? So let's look at it with an example. The bird pecks at the flower. Now you might think that this is just like any other sentence. The bird pecks at the flower. इसका आंसर वही होगा. We'll swap the subject and the object. The flower को इधर लाएंगे. The bird will go this side. Add to be in the correct tense. Pecks present tense है. The flower is. Pecks का past participle pecked. Lastly we'll add by. The bird pecks at the flower. The flower is pecked by the bird. No, that is not the answer. ये सुनने में सही लग रहा है. The bird pecks at the flower. The flower is pecked by the bird. But this is not correct. Why it is not correct? So whenever you get a question, you have to see जो verb है pecks, pecking, जो woodpecker peck करते हैं ना, that is called pecking. अगर verb के बाद there is a preposition, add, in, ये सब on, up, अगर preposition है तो then it is called a prepositional verb. He eats the cake जब हमने बोला, और when we said Ram writes a letter, तो eats and writes के बाद कोई preposition नहीं था. He eats the cake, Ram writes a letter, कोई preposition नहीं था, a and the था. But यहाँ पे the से पहले there is a preposition. So whenever you have a preposition just after the verb, you cannot break the verb and preposition. So this is called a prepositional verb. Alright, so the answer cannot be the flower is pecked by the bird. No. Now let's see what we need to do. First we'll swap the subject and the object as we do always. The flower and the bird. हमने उसको swap कर दिया. Next one, pecks is in the present tense. Alright, so we will add is. The flower is. Next, whenever you are adding the past participle, a pecks का past participle is pecked. But since it is a prepositional verb, students, please remember, since it is a prepositional verb, pecs at उसको आपको जोड़ के रखना है. Pecs का आप pecked करोगे, but you need to add at with it. Okay? So we will not break it. The flower is pecked at. And lastly, with your last rule, you will add the preposition by. The flower is pecked at by the bird. Okay, so initially our answer was the flower is pecked by the bird. हमने at छोड़ दिया था. But if that is a prepositional verb, अगर verb के बाद preposition है, तो answer में भी वही preposition दिखना चाहिए. Okay, so please remember this. Next one. She speaks to her friend. The subject is she. Verb is speaks. Verb के बाद एक preposition है to. So अगर verb के बाद preposition है, हम उसको तोड़ नहीं सकते हैं. Speaks to will remain speaks to. Speaks का form change होगा, but to को हमें जोड़ के रखना है. So now you think of the answer. First of all, we'll swap the subject and the object. Her friend आ जाएगा subject में, and she will move to the object, which will become her. Next is we'll add to be in the correct tense. Speaks present tense है, तो हमने is लगाया. Third step, speaks का past participle is spoken, तो हमने spoken लिखा. But because there is a prepositional verb here, we added to. Her friend is spoken to. And the last step, the traditional step, that is by. Her friend is spoken to by her. Students, please remember, this is the most important part. Why you need to pay attention? Because when you see, if I would have written her friend is spoken by her, okay, some of you might realize that this is wrong. Her friend is spoken by her सुनने में अटपटा लग रहा है, but you might not realize. And इसमें तो you wouldn't have realized at all. The flower is pecked by the bird, तो आपको सुनने में सही लगता. Okay, but however, whenever you get from convert to active to passive, always remember, first check whether it is a prepositional verb, because can, could, will, would, shall, should ये सब रहा तो आपको दिखेगा. Okay, but this you need to notice. Alright, so whenever you get a sentence which asks you to convert from active to passive, first of all check whether it has a prepositional verb. Second, check can, could, will, would, modal auxiliary है या नहीं. Third, check whether it is starting with a verb. If it is starting with a verb, it is imperative. Then check whether it is a question or something like that. So now we will see what to do with sentences which have two objects. Now this one is also a bit tricky. He gives me a haircut. Now you might say that, ma'am, ये तो कोई भी just normal sentence जैसा है. This is not like a normal sentence. He gives me a haircut. Subject तो एक ही है, he. But object, me is also the object, haircut is also the object. Okay, he gives me. Me तो हम object में use करते हैं, वो भी object है, haircut भी object है. So how are we going to follow the first rule? पहला rule है ना, swap the subject and the object. Okay, so which object are you going to swap? That we don't know. Okay, so now please remember, whenever there are two objects, you can swap any object. Okay, आप me को भी swap कर सकते हो, आप haircut को भी swap कर सकते हो. Okay, but दोनों object sentence में होना चाहिए. So you can take any one object and swap with the subject, but the second object has to be in the sentence. अब आप बोलोगे कि कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट को अगर हम स्वैप कर सकते हैं तो दो अलग अलग सेंटेंसेस बनेंगे. सम माइट स्वैप मी एंड सम माइट स्वैप हेयर कट. सो यस, देयर कुड बी टू पॉसिबल आंसर्स टू दिस, टू करेक्ट आंसर्स टू दिस. तो फर्स्ट वील स्वैप हेयर कट. तो हेयर कट को अगर स्वैप करेंगे तो इट विल बिकम अ हेयर कट. इट विल सब्जेक्ट का प्लेस ले लेगा. ओके, एंड ही विल बिकम हिम. एंड द नेक्स्ट वन, मी को अगर स्वैप करेंगे तो इट विल बिकम आई. All right, so now let's look at it. A haircut से एक sentence start हो सकता है because we swapped haircut, and second sentence will start with I because we swapped me. Okay, now he will become him in both cases. Now let's see. So there are two possible answers now. A haircut is, हमने is क्यों लगाया? Because gives is in the present tense, that is why is. And इसमें क्या लगाएंगे? रिमेंबर इन दैट येलो चार्ट प्रेजेंट टेंस में क्या क्या हो सकता है, इज, आर एंड एम. I am, so we'll put am here. Okay, so in the first sentence that was very easy, a haircut is given to me by him. Give का past participle is given and हमने by लगा दिया, and me दूसरा object है तो हमने वो भी डाल दिया. This one is a bit tricky. A haircut is given to me by him. Second वाला देखो, we swap me, I am. Now to be हमने लगा दिया. Give का past participle क्या है, given. I am given. दूसरे ऑब्जेक्ट को भी हमको रखना है सेंटेंस में, I am given a haircut. And lastly we'll add by. I am given a haircut by him. So in the examination you write any one of these answers, it will be taken as correct. If there are two objects, remember you can add anyone. Sorry, you can swap anyone with the subject, but remember that the second object has to be in the sentence. So there would be two possible answers. Next we move on. Interrogative sentences. What do we mean by interrogative? Interrogating somebody means you ask questions to that person. So what if your active voice is in the form of a question? Please remember, a lot of students make a mistake in this. अगर क्वेश्चन एक्टिव वॉइस में कर क्वेश्चन मार्क होगा तो दे टेंड टू गिव द आंसर इन द पैसिव वॉइस, दे टेंड टू मेक इट अ स्टेटमेंट, बट ऐसा आपको नहीं करना है. इफ द क्वेश्चन इज इंटेरोगेटिव, द आंसर शुड ऑल्सो बी इंटेरोगेटिव. मतलब अगर एक्टिव वॉइस इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ क्वेश्चन, द पैसिव वॉइस शुड ऑल्सो बी इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अ क्वेश्चन. ओके, आप उसको चेंज नहीं कर सकते. Let's look at an example. Does he drink milk? Okay, we are just asking, does the child drink milk or not? Does he drink milk? So as you can see, this is interrogative. हम question पूछ रहे हैं. So when we change it into the passive voice, तब भी हमको question ही पूछना है. Okay, so let's see how to do this. We'll go the traditional way. First we'll swap the subject and the object. Now as you can see, यूजुअली सेंटेंसेस सब्जेक्ट से स्टार्ट होते हैं, बट सिंस इट इज अ क्वेश्चन, सब्जेक्ट यहाँ पे है, क्वेश्चन पहले है. सो दिस इज द सब्जेक्ट एंड मिल्क इज द ऑब्जेक्ट. सो वी हैव आइडेंटिफाइड द सब्जेक्ट एंड द ऑब्जेक्ट. नाउ वील जस्ट स्वैप इट. हम ही के जगह पे मिल्क लाएंगे एंड मिल्क के जगह पे ही लाएंगे, बट ही विल चेंज टू हिम. ओके, देन वील गो ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट रूल. एड टू बी इन द करेक्ट टेंस. टेंस कौन सा है देखो, डज ही ड्रिंक मिल्क. डज इज इन द प्रेजेंट टेंस, तो प्रेजेंट टेंस में हम क्या यूज करते हैं, हम इज यूज करते हैं. बट सिंस हमको आंसर भी क्वेश्चन के फॉर्म में चाहिए, यूजुअली व्हाट डू, वी प्लेस द इज आफ्टर द सब्जेक्ट. हियर सिंस इट इज अ क्वेश्चन, यहाँ पे ये पहले था ना सब्जेक्ट से पहले, तो हम इज भी सब्जेक्ट से पहले लगाएंगे. ओके, सो वील एड is because does is present. Is milk. Third step, add past participle of the verb. Okay, drink का past participle क्या है, it is drunk. Okay, is milk drunk. And the last step students, we will add by. Is milk drunk by him. Please remember, after converting, do not forget to add the question mark. In the exam, if you forget to add the question mark, your answer will be marked wrong. Okay, punctuation is very important. Okay, so now these were the rules, okay, for how you change from active to passive. First step, swap the subject and the object. Second step, add to be in the correct tense. Third step, you add the past participle, and the last step you add by. Okay, we also saw some exceptions such as imperative sentences where there are orders or requests. Okay, then you add let. We also saw what to do when there are modal auxiliaries involved, can, could, will, would. You use the same modal auxiliary. We also saw what to do with prepositional verbs. If there is a preposition after the verb, you cannot break it. Okay, you have to put the same verb and the preposition in the answer also. Next, we also saw what to do when we have two objects. You can swap any object, But remember, the second object also has to be there in the sentence. So there are two possible answers. And lastly, we saw what to do when we need to solve imperative sentences. When there is a question involved, the answer should also be in the form of a question with the question mark, without which you will lose that mark. Alright. So हमने active to passive तो देख लिया. Now we will see how to change from passive to active. उल्टा करना है. Okay. So एक्टिव टू पैसिव में हमने क्या किया था, वी एडेड थिंग्स ना, स्वैप करने के बाद वी एडेड टू बी इन द करेक्ट टेंस, हमने पास्ट पार्टिसिपल ऐड किया, बाई ऐड किया. सो इन दिस वन, इन एक्टिव टू पैसिव हमने ऐड किया पैसिव टू एक्टिव. इन पैसिव टू एक्टिव वी विल बी डिलीटिंग थिंग्स. Okay, we will delete the to be, we will delete past participle, we will delete the preposition as well. So let us look at it with an example. The first one, the deer was being chased by them. So in the exam आपको तो ये नहीं बताया जाएगा कि आपको active to passive करना है या passive to active. The sentence will be given to you and you will be just asked to change the voice. तो इसका मतलब first of all you need to identify कि ये जो statement दिया है that is active or passive. Now how to identify? We had done it at the beginning of the session. Not the by rule. By rule is a misconception. How do you identify? If the subject is the doer of the action, it is active. If the subject is not the doer of the action, if it is not doing the action, it is passive. ठीक है? So let's look. Which is the subject here? The deer. And the action is chased. Is the subject doing the action? Is the deer chasing someone? नहीं. The deer was being chased by them ना. मतलब the deer is not chasing anyone. Deer खुद भाग रहा है. The subject is not the doer of the action, hence it is passive voice. अभी passive voice है तो हमको passive में से active में करना है. तो the same thing. We'll swap the subject and the object. Subject, the deer, will come this side. Okay, and object will also become, them will become they. All right. Next, was being chased. Was being chased. Chased past tense में है and being means continuous. तो ये past continuous में है. तो याद है हम we used to add to be in the correct tense. तो हमने was being को add किया था ना. So now we'll remove it. Okay, remove the to be. तो हम was being को remove कर देंगे. Chased is in the past tense. So हम क्या करेंगे? They chased. But since being था तो हम were लगाएंगे. They were chasing the deer. Let's revise again. The deer was being chased by them. We swapped the subject and the object. Subject the deer, object क्योंकि them, क्योंकि हम उसको subject में ला रहे, it will become they. Second, was being chased. Chased past tense है ना, इसलिए हमने were लगाया. To maintain the form of the sentence, being मतलब continuous process था, इसलिए हमने chasing लगाया. They were chasing the deer was being chased by them. अगर हम active to passive करते हैं तो that would be the sequence. Next one. The queen's necklace was stolen by the thief. Which is the subject of the sentence? The queen's necklace. Okay. Now, which is the verb? Stolen. Is the subject the doer of the action? Is the queen's necklace stealing something? क्या necklace खुद उठ के चोरी कर रहा था? नहीं. Thief चोरी कर रहा था. Necklace चोरी नहीं कर रहा था. तो the subject is not doing the action here. So hence it is passive voice. Now from passive to active हम क्या करते हैं? We delete things. सबसे पहले तो we swap. Okay, we'll swap. The thief and queen's necklace को हम swap कर देंगे. Okay. Then was stolen. Was stolen से हमको क्या पता चलता है? That it was in the past tense. Alright. तो हम हटा देंगे उसको. Remove past participle. Stolen. उसका past participle. What is the main verb? Stole. Past tense है ना? तो stole. The thief stole the queen's necklace. Moving on to the last one. Now this is difficult. Think, students. I have been asked to bring back a vaccine for a horse. I have been asked to bring back a vaccine for a horse. which is the subject of the sentence? It is I. Okay. And which is the verb? Bring back. Alright. I have been asked to bring back. So actually asked. Is the subject the doer of the action? Am I asking someone to do something? Or is someone asking me to do something? I have been asked ना, मुझे बोला गया है. क्या मैंने किसी को बोला? Did I ask someone? No. So I am not doing the action. This is passive voice. Now, think what the answer could be. How to convert it to active? I have been asked to bring back a vaccine for a horse. We usually swap the subject and the object. So subject is I. Of course, it will become me. Okay. And the object, which is the object of the sentence, students? Is it the horse or is it the vaccine? No, students, it is not the vaccine, it is not the horse. Okay. I have been asked to bring back a vaccine for a horse. तो जिसने मुझसे वो कहा उसने बोला कि प्लीज ब्रिंग बैक अ वैक्सीन फॉर अ हॉर्स. ये उसका स्टेटमेंट था. बट किसने मुझसे ये कहा? दैट पार्ट इज मिसिंग. Remember students, in imperative sentences subject missing था. If I say shut the door, उसमें subject है ही नहीं. It begins with the verb. तो हम क्या लगाते थे? Let लगाते थे because the subject was missing. When you change from passive to active, the object is missing here. I have been asked to bring back a vaccine for a horse, but by whom? By who has asked me to do that? That is missing. So when the object is missing, you may add an object of your choice. It could be, I have been asked to bring back a vaccine for a horse by him, by her, or by them. Anything of your choice. Okay. Since the object is missing, you add it on your own. Alright. Now students, there is a subject, there is an object, swap it. Object में by them अगर हमने लगाया, so when you swap it, when it goes to the subject, it will change to they. And क्योंकि यहाँ पे I के साथ apostrophe VE है, which means I have. So we will write they have. They have asked me to bring back a vaccine for a horse. Please do not get confused and start the sentence with vaccine or horse. This is just given to confuse you. ये बोलने वाले का statement था. Subject and object they and me है. Alright. Here it is the subject is I and we added the object them. Okay. So when we swap it, them will change to they and I will change to me. They have asked me to bring back a vaccine for a horse. Alright students. So I hope students you have understood this topic. In the next chapter we will move on to writing skills and we'll start with letter writing. So please like, share and subscribe if you really enjoyed learning with me. Thank you.